Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick introduction for this video because it's a little bit mishmashed. It's going to be a little vlog with a friend of mine. He probably will not be in it, but it shows us going to lunch, and then we had our little Christmas afterward, but I didn't film that. And then we're going to Galveston, so you'll see what we did and what we ate and all that fun stuff. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I hope you have a fantastic new year. Fingers crossed 2022 is better than 2021 and 2020, yes? I tell you. Now, before we get started with the vlog, I want to do the giveaway drawing for the Jill Mauer earrings that were part of Vlogmas. We opened those up on, I think, Vlogmas Day 25. So you would have seen that on Christmas Day if you watched it the day of. So let's pick a winner. I have put the address of the video in there, even though it's blurry, I promise you that's the correct one. There we go. I have Santa down there. Let's see how many comments we're dealing with. 246 entries. So now we scroll down and we click the start button. Good luck, everybody. And the winner is Samsung TV with a cute little kitty logo icon. Merry Christmas. Hope Santa was good to you. Thank you so much. I will comment on your comment to let you know that you need to email me with your mailing address, and I will be able to get that out shortly. Congratulations to you. And thank you everyone else for entering. I'm about to head over to a friend's house to have Christmas with him. And I wanted to just show you my little outfit of the day. Don't know who made this top. I got it at TJ Maxx, I'm pretty sure. Jeans also from TJ Maxx. Someone asked about my jeans recently. I tend to wear the brand D jeans. It's the letter D, period, space, jeans. And sometimes 1812 jeans, which are stretchy, and I think they fit pretty nicely. On the feet, I have some shoes from Payless. And then the little crystal clips that I opened in my advent calendar. And now a bunch of floof. A big ball of floof. Very cute. My bag of the day, I need to clean my mirror too, obviously, and clean up the dog bed because someone always throws the blanket out. My bag of the day is the Longchamp Extra Small in black sequins with patent trim. Love it. That's my handbag. And then I'm also taking this tote with me, the Longchamp Le Pliage limited edition with the stars. Maybe able to see them a little better there. And that has, gosh, the shelves are so empty now. Look at that. That has my computer, my desk agenda with my notebooks. I expect I'll have some time to work in that. And a sweatshirt in case I get cold, and also a sweater in case I get cold. Even though it's basically hot outside. It's in the 80s. Roxy, I'm gonna be gone for a while. Can you handle being here without me? I think you will be just fine. Look at how cute she is. She's so adorable. On that note, I also wanted to address something. A lot of people have asked about Vincent during Vlogmas. Vincent is just fine. She doesn't appear in the videos as much because she's not as demanding as the dogs are, and she doesn't follow me everywhere. But she gets plenty of attention. She's well taken care of. She has everything she needs. She's happy. Vincent's good. Don't worry about her. Baron, you need a little screen time too. There you go, darling. You're the one who gets too sad when I leave. You gonna be okay? You'll be fine. There's a dog. Okay, I'm not gonna talk too much outside because I know it's windy, but the towers right there, a friend of my mom's used to live there, and I used to dog sit for them. And you can see it's right on the water. It doesn't have this road between the buildings and the ocean. I got in the car so you can hear me better. But I used to be able to dog sit for them, and their apartment was on the 25th floor, and they had this huge balcony that was right overlooking the water. And they were so high up that's where birds would fly, like right in front of the balcony. It was very cool. And even small airplane craft, small craft airplane, how do you say that? Is that right? They would fly by at that height. So I got to see some things from a pretty cool perspective when I stayed there. Unfortunately, they moved away, so I can't take you there now. But we just had lunch, it was fabulous. Only ate about half of that food. And now we're gonna head over to a place called the Strand, which is in downtown Galveston, the old downtown. Do a little shopping, and I may point out some of the water level signs. Galveston has flooded so many times, and they have plaques for some of the major floods where the water line was at its peak during that particular flood. And most of the floods had to do with hurricanes. All right, let's go. Before we get going, I'm gonna ask my friend, do you have anything you wanna say?
What do you want me to say?
Well, we just went to a haberdashery, which I thought was a hat shop, but they had almost no hats. It was mostly just men's clothing. So we're gonna try our luck elsewhere. By the way, check out the architecture here. This is why I love coming into this downtown area of Galveston. It's all this pre-1900, I don't know exactly when. Is it 1800? Is it before 1800?
It's pre-1900, and a lot of this stuff was ordered by catalog and bolted onto the front of these buildings. Not so much here, but when we get over to the Strand, you can see how the columns in the front are made of cast iron, and they're bolted onto the front of the buildings. Huh. There's a lot of that in New Orleans too, you know.
Yeah.
People would literally, but they would mail order.
Yeah, the architecture is very similar to New Orleans. Cool, well let's head over there. Animatronics, pretty fancy. Another dog. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Another dog. It's adorable. It's floofy. Wasn't expecting that store to have so many fakes. I know of one other place in Galveston that has a couple, and they're terrible. This one had So many. Here's a plaque on the same building I was just in, that this building survived the 1900 storm. The alleyways in this Strand district, we come down here and photograph sometimes, are just treasure troves. That is probably my favorite piece of architecture in Galveston because of all the detail and the colors. Check that out. It's so pretty. Look at all the detail and the color. And my friend was just pointing out that these are the columns he was talking about on some of the buildings. Check out this mural. I think this is new. I don't think I've ever seen that before. There's a strip of black right here with writing on it. It says, "The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free." And then it goes on. So that is talking about Juneteenth, which is June 19th. And I don't know what year it was. There's something over here that says 1865. That sounds about right, I think. So that was the day that the last Americans found out that slavery had been abolished. And that happened here in Galveston. Pretty cool. Or not cool, because then they were enslaved longer. So I just want to show you the architecture on this street. This is the street that's named the Strand. And it's very, well, I was about to say it's very Galveston. I meant to say it's very New Orleans with the balconies and the overhangs and all that stuff. Super similar architecture. I know you're getting a lot of reflections in these windows, but I think it's really cool because you can see the stuff in the windows and the beautiful architecture. So you are welcome. Okay, this building here, the old time photos, this is where Baron and Roxy had their picture taken together. Also, there's a giant trumpet. So there's that. Check it out. Look at this right there. Can you see it? Look at that architecture. And that's the old train station or train building. It has something with trains. There's a train museum in there. This is a restaurant we go to sometimes. And greetings from Galveston. Unfortunately, as much as I like corgis, this is the closest thing I have to a dachshund and the pajama pants. It's too bad.
Party boat parked right here. One of the big shots in town. It's like a big yacht. It's parked right down here, I swear.
Probably Tillman Fertitta. I've seen him park there before. Did it have a helicopter on the back of it?
It might have.
His does. It's a pretty big boat. He owns a lot of these restaurants.
I think it must have been over one though. No?
No, it was right here when I saw it.
Right, me too. And I was eating over here with some friends.
Yeah, that's Olympia. That's my favorite restaurant on the water here, but they've been closed since before COVID.
Oh, so that's the one you were talking about.
Yeah, they have this great, you see it wraps around the whole building, this great outdoor patio, and it's covered. So you can eat here even in the summer in the heat. And they have fans and everything. There's a big bar right around the corner. This is Pier 21, and there's a statue with seagulls. There's a cruise ship down there. Let me stop walking so it won't be quite so bumpy. And these oil riggy things, I think they bring those in and do work on them or build them here. Or I have no idea. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just guessing. But this is one of the working canals or ports or whatever they're called. And that thing there is the Ocean Star, which is it's an oil rig museum. And then this on the bottom level, on ground level, is the restaurant I was talking about that's closed. And then above that is a hotel. I always think of Sebastian when I come here because his ashes were spread somewhere in Galveston Bay. So he's floating around somewhere. That ship with the masts, that sailboat that you can't really see because it's behind that building, I won't be able to get a good look at it for you. That's the Alyssa. It's a very, very old sailboat. You can do tours of it, and they take it out, I think like once a year, just to kind of keep it in working order. This is a tugboat. It's huge. I've only ever seen them out in the water. I haven't seen one quite this close, docked, where you can walk right up to it. Look at the bumpers on this thing. I don't know if you're getting any sense of the perspective. How about this? Here's my foot, and that's how big the boot is compared to my foot. I'm sure that's helpful. Look at this thing. It's much bigger than I thought. They look smaller out on the water. at that thing too. All the buoys, yeah. It's very cool. Very photographic. Photogenic. I know photography words. Look at those giant tires. Those are as big as my whole car. Here's the tugboat compared to a cruise ship, so you can see how big the tugboat is. Also very helpful. Another fabulous photogenic alleyway. I mean, seriously, check that out. Amazing. Those were the water lines from the hurricanes, in case you hadn't figured that out. I couldn't talk to you right then because there were a bunch of really loud people. So you could see some of those were above my head. It's difficult to see this with the reflections, but that's a view of Galveston.